Most people don't realize it, but after the age of 60, your body starts changing in ways you can't always feel until it's too late. According to a long-term study published in Nature Medicine, nearly 1 in 3 adults over 65 are in a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation just from what they eat. Not pain you can point to. Not sickness you can see. Just a slow, steady breakdown happening beneath the surface, muscles shrinking, memory fading, energy slipping away. And one of the biggest culprits? Hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates, even in so-called healthy foods. They spike your blood sugar, stress your organs, and quietly speed up aging from the inside out. But here's the good news. There are foods, real, whole, powerful foods, that contain no sugar, almost no carbs, and can actually help reverse some of that damage. Today, I'm going to show you 10 of the very best, especially for people over 60. They don't just feed your body. They help bring it back to life. Now, if you're still with me, that tells me something. It tells me you felt it too, those subtle changes that creep in after 60. Maybe your energy isn't quite what it used to be. Maybe your knees complain more when you get up. Or maybe you've noticed that even when you eat less, you don't feel lighter or stronger. That's not your imagination. That's your body trying to adapt, trying to keep up while fighting a quiet battle inside. And the battlefield? More often than not, it's your plate. See, after 60, your body becomes more sensitive to the kinds of foods it once handled without a fuss. Things like white bread, pasta, sugary healthy snacks, they can hit your system harder now. They cause small spikes in your blood sugar, which over time wear out your metabolism, tax your joints, and even fog up your thinking. But here's the part most people don't realize. Some of the most powerful remedies don't come in a pill or a lab. They grow in gardens, swim in oceans, or sit quietly on a shelf at your grocery store. Let's start with something surprisingly powerful, cabbage. I know, it doesn't sound exciting. It's not glamorous. But cabbage is like that quiet neighbor who always shows up when you need help. It's rich in fiber, full of antioxidants, and has virtually no sugar or carbs to throw your system off. More importantly, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, the ones that help you digest better, sleep deeper, and even feel more balanced emotionally. You'd be amazed how many people think they're just getting older, when really, they're just not digesting well. And cabbage? It helps fix that. You don't have to turn your kitchen upside down either. You can saute it, roast it, toss it into a soup, or eat it raw in a salad. It's cheap, easy to prep, and works behind the scenes to help your body feel like itself again. And then there are walnuts. I always smile when I talk about them because they really are little miracle workers. A handful a day gives you a plant-based source of omega-3s, those special fats that reduce inflammation, support memory, and even help with mood. If you've ever had that fuzzy-headed feeling, or walked into a room and forgotten why you're there, you're not alone. But instead of blaming age, consider whether your brain is simply missing the fuel it needs. Omega-3s help fix that, and walnuts are one of the easiest, cleanest sources out there. They're also great at helping you feel full, especially in the evening when cravings can sneak in. I've had patients who swear that switching from a cookie to a few walnuts before bed helped them sleep better and feel more in control. So when you think about food as medicine, don't imagine something complicated. Think of cabbage. Think of walnuts. Simple, honest, natural foods that don't just feed you, they support you. Now let's talk about something green, and no, not the expensive kind that comes in bottles or powders. I'm talking about spinach. I know. For a lot of folks, spinach brings back memories of bland side dishes or soggy greens left untouched on the plate. But hear me out, because this little leaf is one of nature's most generous gifts, especially for anyone over 60. Spinach is like a natural battery charger. It's packed with iron, which helps your body move oxygen through your blood, so if you've ever felt winded just walking to the mailbox, this might be part of the fix. It also has magnesium, which supports your muscles, and folate, which helps your brain and mood. And here's something many people forget, Spinach has almost no sugar, almost no carbs, and it doesn't cause those blood sugar spikes that leave you feeling drained a few hours later. Instead, it gives you steady, usable energy, the kind that helps you move through your day without feeling like you need a nap at 2 p.m. It's also incredibly easy to add into your meals. Toss a handful into your eggs in the morning. Blend it into a smoothie. Stir it into soups or stews. It cooks quickly, digests easily, and quietly works to keep your body running like it should. Now, on the topic of digestion, let me tell you something I wish more people knew. Not all yogurt is created equal. In fact, many of the yogurts marketed to older adults are loaded with more sugar than a candy bar. But plain, full-fat Greek yogurt? That's a different story. Greek yogurt is thick, satisfying, and full of two things that really matter after 60, high-quality protein and probiotics. That protein helps preserve your muscle, the very stuff that keeps you steady when you walk and helps you get out of chairs or off the floor without strain. And those probiotics? They're the friendly bacteria your gut needs to do its job. A healthy gut means better digestion, less bloating, and even a more balanced immune system. If you've been feeling uncomfortable after meals, or if your bathroom habits have become a little unpredictable, it might not be age, it might just be your gut asking for support. And Greek yogurt is a simple answer. Just make sure it's plain and full fat. Skip the flavored ones, they're full of hidden sugars your body doesn't need. Dress it up yourself if you like, a few crushed walnuts, a sprinkle of cinnamon, even a tiny drizzle of olive oil. You'll be amazed at how something so simple can feel so nourishing. Next up, sardines. I can see the hesitation on your face already. They smell a little fishy, they come in a can, and they're not exactly what you'd call fun. But if you can get past that, sardines are one of the most powerful healing foods you could add to your plate. They're rich in omega-3s, like walnuts, but they also come with something special, edible bones. That's right. The tiny bones in sardines are soft, safe, and loaded with calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients your bones crave after 60. So if you're worried about osteoporosis, fractures, or losing strength, don't overlook this little fish. They're low in mercury, high in clean protein, and easy to prepare. You can mix them with mustard and lemon, spread them on a crisp lettuce leaf, or toss them into a salad. They're humble, yes, but they deliver in ways fancy supplements can't. Food like this isn't just about nutrition. It's about giving your body what it needs to stay strong, balanced, and independent. Now, I want to clear up one of the biggest nutrition myths out there, that eggs are bad for you. You've probably heard it 100 times, don't eat the yolk, too much cholesterol, stick to egg whites. But here's what we now know, real science, not rumor, eggs are one of the healthiest, most complete foods you can eat, especially after 60. And yes, I'm talking about the whole egg. Yolks and all. Each egg is a tiny powerhouse. It gives you protein that your body actually knows how to use. Not just any protein, but the kind that helps rebuild muscle, the kind that helps you stand up more easily, carry your groceries, and protect yourself from falls. And then there's the choline. Most people over 60 aren't getting enough of it. Choline supports memory, mental clarity, and even mood. So if you've been forgetting things more often lately, or just feeling off, your brain might be missing this essential fuel. Eggs help fill that gap. Now here's the best part, eggs have almost no sugar, almost no carbs, and they're endlessly versatile. Scramble them. Boil them. Poach them. Make an omelet with spinach and a pinch of sea salt. However you like them, they're simple, satisfying, and deeply nourishing. Next, let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough credit, olive oil. They call it liquid gold for a reason. Extra virgin olive oil is one of the most anti-inflammatory foods you can keep in your kitchen. Just a tablespoon a day can help reduce stiffness in your joints, support your heart, and even protect your memory. That's not marketing, that's straight from decades of research into the Mediterranean diet. People in regions like Italy and Greece, where olive oil is a staple, live longer and stay sharper well into their 80s and 90s. What's happening inside your body is this. the healthy fats in olive oil help calm inflammation. And inflammation is at the root of many of the things we think are just normal aging, like sore knees, tired muscles, even brain fog. But olive oil doesn't just fight inflammation, it also helps your body absorb more nutrients from the rest of your food. That means if you drizzle it over your spinach or roast vegetables with it, you're not just adding flavor, you're making the meal more powerful. And like everything else we've talked about, olive oil has zero sugar, zero carbs. It's just clean, healing fat that your body knows how to use. A lot of my older patients have started doing something I think is kind of brilliant. They take a tiny spoonful of extra virgin olive oil each morning, like a supplement. Just one sip. And it makes a real difference in how their joints feel, how they move, even how their skin looks. Now, let's move on to one of my personal favorites, chicken thighs. I know, everyone talks about chicken breast when they mention healthy eating. But here's the thing, chicken thighs, especially with the skin and bones still on, are more flavorful, more tender, and more nutrient-rich than you might think. They're easier to chew and digest. They contain high-quality protein to support your muscles. And the darker meat has more zinc and iron, which helps keep your immune system strong and your energy up. Plus, let's be honest, chicken thighs are comforting. They remind us of home-cooked meals, Sunday dinners, something familiar and satisfying. You don't need breading, or sauces, or sugar-laden glazes. Just a little salt, olive oil, maybe some garlic or rosemary, and a hot oven. They're affordable, simple, and exactly the kind of protein your body thrives on, without the crash or the carb overload. Now let's talk about a food that many people avoided for years, avocados. For decades, we were told that fat was the enemy. No butter. No oil. And certainly no creamy, rich avocados. But the science has changed. And now we know, healthy fats don't hurt you. They help you. Avocados are full of monounsaturated fats, which support your heart, keep your arteries flexible, and actually help lower bad cholesterol. They also contain more potassium than bananas, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports your muscles. And best of all, no sugar. Almost no carbs. That makes avocados perfect for older adults who want to feel full without the blood sugar roller coaster. Just slice one open, sprinkle a little sea salt, and eat it with a spoon. You don't even need to cook. You can mash it onto low-carb toast, add it to a salad, or blend it into a smoothie. It feels like a treat, but it works like medicine. Now finally, let's talk about the food I recommend the most to my patients over 60, wild-caught salmon. I'm not exaggerating when I say this fish was practically made for healthy aging. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your brain, your joints, and your heart. These are the kinds of fats your body can't make on its own. You have to get them through food, and salmon delivers. It's also full of clean, complete protein, which helps protect your muscles, improve your energy, and repair your tissues. But there's more. Salmon contains astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives the fish its pink color and helps protect your skin from aging and damage. And again, no sugar. No carbs. Just pure, powerful nutrition that supports your brain, your memory, your bones, and even your mood. Whether you bake it with lemon and herbs, or sear it in a pan with olive oil, it's one of the most valuable foods you can put on your plate. So if you've been wondering how to eat in a way that helps you feel better, move easier, and age with confidence, this is it. 10 simple, real foods: cabbage, walnuts, spinach, plain Greek yogurt, sardines, eggs, olive oil, chicken thighs, avocados, and wild-caught salmon. They're not trendy. They're not expensive. But they are exactly what your body needs right now. Because you don't have to settle for feeling tired, stiff, or foggy. You don't need fancy supplements or strict diets. You just need small, thoughtful changes, served with care. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you for taking your health seriously. And here's one last thing. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up. If not, type 0 in the comments, but if it helps, let us know by typing 1. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving health tips.